Hello and happy holidays to you all my fellow builders. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be the last build for this year. So to make this build particularly special, I was trying to go for a replacement part for my Christmas tree. Over the years, I have used a 2004 edition Master Grade Wing Zero EW. For those of you who don't know what EW means, that means Endless Waltz from the Gundam Wing Endless Waltz OVA. It was falling apart, and unfortunately, I lost most of the feathers. All the feathers are basically rubber, and they suck. They just fall off. They just don't stay. So what I ended up doing was I found a real grade Endless Waltz Wing Gundam Zero, and I was like, you know what? I want to match it with the theme of the Christmas tree, and the ornaments on this tree this year was a silver and gold and kind of a red wine color. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do that. Let me match it with that, because we're going to have those ornaments for a very long time. So in order to really make it pop out and stand out, I decided to do what I guess is called the highlight method. So for all the pieces here, everything was primed with a black primer. I used Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500 Black. Honestly, I can't recommend that primer enough. That is the best stuff to use. However, it's kind of hard to come by. But when I ran out of that, I switched back to a acrylic primer by Mecha Primer Vallejo. So it still got the job done. I just don't like having to use my airbrush for priming stuff, because it just takes a long time to do it with an airbrush. So since Wing Zero's wings were basically white, I wanted to make sure they had some depth of field to them. So I made sure to highlight the higher areas and leave the lower areas a bit dark, then let that dry, then come back and paint it over again with the same color, basically a pure white. I use lacquer paints, for those of you who don't know, and then I let that dry, and if it needs a little bit of a touch up here and there, that's fine, but I pretty much use my cordless airbrush on its lowest setting, and then I lock the needle in place so that it does not spray too much paint at once, and I was able to get the desired effect that I want. This was also a speed build. I wanted to see how quickly I could get this model kit done for the holidays, and I got it done. I did. I'm not gonna lie, I missed a couple of spots, and I'm okay with that, because this is for me. This was a test for me to see how far I've come, and I missed a few nubs here and there, and that's perfectly fine. But when I do it for clients, obviously there are no nubs. But like I said, but then again, I also work with a bigger window. This was a fun kit to build. It did have some issues, mainly the inner frame. The inner frame, for those of you who've dealt with the earliest real grade model kits, early real grade syndrome is a thing. It is definitely a thing. So painting the inner frame the way I did, I painted it all a dark iron color, definitely gave it some more rigidity, and it made it stand up a lot easier. And for the armor pieces, the blue armor, I turned that into red, and actually chose to deal with multiple shades of red. So parts of it are still the stock red, small parts of it. I mean, like the feather, I guess the wingtips on the forearms, that's still the stock red, but everything else was either a pure red or it ended up being a kind of a gorish red. I don't know how that happened, but still, it turned out very nice. I thought it was a nice variation of colors, and I was overall happy with the final look. But I just want to say to you builders, thank you all for the love and support that you have shown. Thank you to all the new subscribers that have dropped in. It really means a lot and it warms my heart. And this was honestly the best gift, one of the best gifts I've gotten this holiday season. I really appreciate it. I really hope you guys enjoy all my builds now, and there's going to be more coming forward. So soon I'm going to be dropping a question to all of you. What would you like to see me build next? The Build Bear builds the backlog. What's it going to be? So we're going to figure that out. I'm going to figure out how to get all that posted up and just let you guys drive for a bit. I want to see what you guys want to see. So again, hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys on the next build. Later.